That I don't care is because everybody has an opinion, number one. Number two, I get paid for mine. Number three, and most importantly, it's my opinion based on the facts as presented. I'm not getting personal, I'm not deriding or denigrating anybody. I'm just calling it like I see it when asked, or when it's part of my job.
Who did you have winning?
I personally thought Manny put it out, and you know, I feel like he deserved to win.
From fighters and their trajectory and their potential earning power. So I'm always like, the judges need to get it right in every scenario.
According to Stephen A. Smith, Manny Pacquiao went above and above to defeat Barrios. He accuses the judges of robbery and states that while everyone has their own opinions, he doesn't agree with this one because Pacquiao performed better than Barrios. Bobby Pacquiao concurs, stating that he's taken aback by the result and wonders what the judges saw to declare it a tie. He adds that even if he feels Manny done more than enough, they are forced to accept the judgment, even if it seems unfair. Rising star Kermal Moden offered his opinions on the contentious result of Manny Pacquiao versus Barrios in a post-fight interview. Although Moden admitted that the judges declared the bout a draw, he boldly stated that he truly believed Manny had won. His remark highlights the widening gap between official scoring and fan opinion. Moden also made a suggestion that a rematch might not take place, which makes an already annoying circumstance even more disappointing. In addition to shocking supporters, the decision ended what could have been a legendary comeback story because of Manny's advanced age and Barrios' current championship status.
Why do you think the judges saw it the other way for the draw?
I'm long time. I'm a fighter also. I'm a fighter. 14 years in the
Sniper.
ring, or 14 years in the ring. But I know the score. You know the score. So many judges, but I'm surprised that the decision is like that. I'm surprised. But anyway, the judges and the decision is now. Let's accept. I will accept that decision.
Do you want to see your brother keep fighting?
Right now, just focus with family.
It was always going to be hard for 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao to handle expectations. People often forget how time changes a fighter's speed, reflexes, and power. Even though he was past his best, Manny gave an unexpectedly strong performance.
Pro boxing fans here with Kamel Moten. Kamel, we've just seen a draw between Pacquiao and Barrios tonight. What do you think?
It was a great fight, you know, and Pacquiao put on a hell of a performance, and much respect to Barrios as well. You know, it takes two to tango, so it's just an overall great fight.
Who did you have winning?
I personally thought Manny put it out, and I feel like he deserved to win. But it's boxing, and I'm not mad at a draw either.
Do you want to see a rematch, or do you think they should both fight other people?
I don't think I want to see a rematch. Manny did. It was a great fight. I think we should just leave it at that. I would like to see Pacquiao and Mayweather too. That's really the fight I want to see. And
Kamel on the undercard.
Definitely, absolutely. And so, that would be a huge card.
What do you think of Barrios in there tonight?
I don't know. I think Pacquiao's style was kind of throwing him off. I've heard a lot of very skilled fighters.
Manny Pacquiao's ring IQ, footwork, and heart carried him through each round, showcasing glimpses of the legendary fighter who once dominated multiple divisions. Against a younger Barrios, Pacquiao controlled key moments, proving he still had enough to earn respect, even if no one expected a vintage performance. Fans and analysts alike commended his ability to dictate the pace and land cleaner. More effective combinations throughout the bout, but the decision left the boxing world stunned. The online community, especially on platforms like BKS Secrets X page, erupted with outrage. One of the most viral reactions came from BKS Secrets, who claimed Pacquiao was robbed and had clearly outboxed Barrios. Support poured in, with fans echoing the sentiment, Pacquiao just got robbed, completely dominated. Following the fight with Barrios, Manny Pacquiao stated that he still has no plans to retire and that he could face Floyd Mayweather again. Only God knows, he continues. What happens next? Making his future uncertain for fans is cool-headed, but forceful remarks raise rumors without providing any concrete evidence of a comeback to the ring.
Pacquiao last night was not a great fighter in his prime. He was a great fighter who was just a good fighter, who was still a better fighter than the world champion at the time. He was so great in his prime that when he came down levels to being good, he's still better than the good ones. He's still the goodest. That's what you saw. And the fact that when he was fighting in his era, his rivals were also watching that car go by every 3 or 4 months, 2 times a year at 200 miles an hour and catching more glimpses of it. But these young fighters, they ain't been watching that, bro. Even if they're watching it, they're not living it. They're not studying it. They're worried about their contemporaries and rivals. So for him, this was like, what is going on? The amount of adjustments that he needed to make, the southpaw, the in and out, the awkward angles, the underneath right jab, like all of this shit is like, wait a minute, what is going on here? And that was a lesson for a young fighter that really he had a privilege to learn. He got a gift last night. Barrios will be better from this fight forward than he would ever have been without it. Let me tell you that. This is what happens when you have a phenomenal, unique, absolute anomaly in the sport. That's what Pacquiao is. That's what he proved last night. I'm always the guy who decries when someone is robbed and when the fighter who should have his hand raised doesn't get it raised, and it's a crime to me to steal these from fighters and their trajectory and their potential earning power. So I'm always like, the judges need to get it right in every scenario.
The focus has now turned to Pacquiao's next move after he successfully completed his comeback against Barrios. An eagerly awaited rematch, with Floyd Mayweather as one of the possibilities being considered. Sean Porter, though, thinks Mayweather won't accept the bout unless he feels it is vital to his reputation or financial gain. Porter claims that Floyd bases his choices on his own values rather than what the general population wants. QUIA is still prepared and driven for the fight, though. He has been transparent and enthusiastic, stating that Mayweather now has the final say on the matter.
Right, and then to 114.
I thought Manny won.
Fight. I think Manny did a good job towards the end. Last round I gave it to Barrios, but the last 5 rounds,
yeah,
the 12,
I had the same way.
It was Manny Pacquiao. I thought Barrios was gonna take it, but I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Well,
great job by Manny Pacquiao. Was 46 years old.
46. Look, yeah, and you know boxing, so people can't say that you're biased or you're just a straight.
I think he did great. I mean, I think for his age,
Regardless,
it's not the money that we used to know, but thank God he didn't lose.
No, he didn't lose. It was close to Jeff Horn. He didn't lose. Bradley won. He didn't lose, and tonight he didn't lose.
Yes.
His reflection on his previous battle with Floyd Mayweather, Manny makes it apparent that he did not give the first fight his best effort. He talks about how his performance was hampered by an injury he sustained during their first encounter. He thinks he has what it takes to defeat Floyd in a rematch now that he is well and returning. In addition to rekindling public interest, this statement implies that Pacquiao has been giving serious thought to unresolved issues with Mayweather. Instead of offering an explanation, he is pointing out a significant obstacle that prevented him from succeeding and expressing his belief that if he is healthy, he can reverse the situation if they ever cross paths again.
Have to face. And then all of a sudden, Manny just starts cooking. He's just like, and Freddie said it, like he has this good 6th round, and Freddie was just like, you get him with a 5-punch combination, I think you can get him out of here. Now, I don't know if he was ever at that point. I can't say that Barrios was ever really in danger, but I think Freddie was right. Like, I just think that if Manny showed the threat, I just think it froze Barrios for all these rounds. And so he had a run of like 4 straight. And at my point, he's up on the scorecards, 87-84, which meant all he needed was one more round in my mind. And I was pretty in line with the TV broadcast. I think that we had a little bit of a swing on 8. I think 8 was a little closer, or 9 was a little closer, excuse me. But all he needed was one more round. And mind you, I bet on him, but I was like, Barrios comes out in the 10th. His trainer's like, hey man, you can't respect this guy. And it's tough because Manny pulls these tricks like where he's like trying to delay coming out of the ring because his tape's messed up, or he's like messing with the guy saying, "Hey, you're hitting me low," and even the ref had to be like, "Manny, I'll determine if he's hitting low." But he's so charming. You just look at him and you're like, I can't get mad at him. But Barrios comes down that 10th, has some really good body work, and you're like, all right, I think he took that one. So then it's 96-94. Get to the next round, Barrios, he has some that was the closest that you could have probably leaned Pacquiao, in my mind. But Barrios had some flurries. It just looked like he was getting better up, and it kind of looked like Manny was starting to wear down a little bit. It just looked like he didn't have, because I think it's just at 46. I just don't think he has those combinations in him the same way. Super entertaining. Had the time of my life watching him because he didn't embarrass himself. And I know a lot of people, I think the vast majority of people think that he won. I think the reaction to everybody was like, Barrios, you couldn't mess with a 46-year-old? Like, Manny. They always say, like, oh, you got to beat the champ. It's a stupid thing. I hate that, but people believe in that. Oh, you got to take the belt. I think a lot of people thought of like, hey, you got to annihilate a 46-year-old or the 46-year-old should win.
Having fought Pacquiao himself, Chris Algieri has a great deal of respect for the legend. He claims that even now, he still feels the hurt of Manny's punches, which are unmatched in boxing. Algieri is particularly impressed by Manny's skill to hide his illness. Despite seeming worn out, he continues to attack with persistent pressure and sharp angles. Manny continues to be a mystery to opponents, and his athletic prowess never ceases to astound. Algieri thinks that the Pacquiao experience involves more than simply battling a fighter. It also entails enduring a style that continues to defy logic and age.
Guys, I'm going to try and articulate what I've just seen to you, but it's really, really hard because when something defies logic and something defies what you were expecting, I mean, going into this fight, I was more worried about Manny Pacquiao's health rather than whether or not I thought he could win this fight. So to watch it and watch something quite incredible, I'm really going to struggle through this video. I've got a couple of interesting things to say. I've got a few insights to give to you, but the number one thing people that are clicking on this video who haven't seen the fight will probably be thinking is, was this legitimately a draw? And I'm going to try and answer that question for you in this video. Hello everyone and welcome back to A Guy Called Henry. This is my instant reaction to Manny Pacquiao versus Barrios. So please smash a like on this video, subscribe to A Guy Called Henry if you're new, and get your comment in the comment section below. Do you think that Pacquiao won this fight? And what do you think he should do next? Guys, I cannot believe what I've just seen. I'm absolutely blown away. I'm so impressed. Manny Pacquiao at 46 years old had come back in the ring, and he would have broken the record as the oldest champion of all time, I believe. He would have broken his own record at the very least as the oldest welterweight champion of all time. And coming into this, I suspected that he had absolutely no chance. I thought after the Rukia Ampo fight that I saw, after the fact that he lost 4 years ago, I think it was, to Dennis Ugas, who Barrios had beaten, I don't think there was any chance of him winning this fight. But sometimes there's people out there that just defy everything you think and know. And I thought this fight was a gimmick. I thought this fight was a joke. And I can understand why people will question the credibility, the legitimacy of this result, because it is that mind-blowing. But go and watch this fight for yourself. See it with your own eyes. Manny Pacquiao was very good in there. He was very good in there. Is he the prime Pacquiao of old? No, because prime Pacquiao of old would have absolutely destroyed Barrios tonight. But Manny Pacquiao legitimately did well in that fight. Do I agree with the scorecard? I'm going to let you know what my scorecard was at the end of this video, but just talking in terms of what was happening in there, it was an interesting fight where Barrios was trying to use straight punches to keep Manny at bay, and he tried to counterpunch Manny. Manny would do his classic lunging in that he'd always do, and as he'd land those shots or hit the guard, Barrios would look to counter him immediately with straight shots. He'd also throw hooks to the body of Manny and straights to the body of Manny. Manny used a few veteran tactics in there to try and navigate those difficult rounds. He'd say, oh, it's a bit low, it's a bit low.
Positive like the decision.
You know, I don't know. Did you think it was a draw? I thought it was a draw. You thought it was a draw? Yeah. Oh, well, okay. Keith bet on a draw, so he thought it was a draw too. Who thought? Thurman. Yeah, I thought it was a draw. Why did you think it was a draw? Because it went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Did you like what you saw from Manny Senior? Did you like how he fought? Who? Senior. Sorry, Manny. Oh yeah, definitely did great. He's winning. You can tell that he's not 100% like he used to be because you know it showed that he was not as quick as he was once. You know what I mean? So it was, I mean, Manny did his thing though.
But I think Pacquiao still put on, man. You saw, whether you're a Filipino, Mexican, you saw boxing, and I think that's what boxing is missing. You know, just the heart. You know, you see flashbacks of Pacquiao, Barrera. I liked it. The fans were good.
Did you think it was a draw?
I didn't.
You didn't. Who you thought won?
I thought Barrios won. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he edged it out because you gotta like legitimately beat the champ to, you know what I'm saying? And he was fighting for the belt. So, you know, my respects to Manny. I mean, he's 47 years old, and it's like, for what he's doing and how he looked, I mean, I take my hat off.